Should Ontario privatize the LCBO? A lot of the discussion in the media about Ford's quasi privatization and the prospect of privatizing the LCBO has focused on how much revenue the LCBO brings in for the provincial government. But why should maximizing government be our goal? Government revenue be our goal? So that we can enrich public sector unions and government cronies and politicians? The fact is, our system of socialized medicine and public education are fundamentally broken because they are government monopolies. Throwing more money at them won't fix anything. Money that the government raises through the LCBO is money taken out of the pockets of the citizens of Ontario. The LCBO way overcharges. In fact, I got this from an Auditor General's report, which I'll link in the comments. During the purchasing process, the LCBO has actually gone back to wholesalers and said, you have to charge us a higher price because the way that the LCBO pricing works is they have a fixed markup based on the prices that they pay to wholesalers. So if the wholesalers aren't charging them enough money, they're not making enough profit per square inch of store shelf space to justify having that product. But obviously this is not in the interests of Ontario consumers who have to pay the higher price because of this unnecessary markup, but then the additional profit margin of the LCBO based on this higher markup because it's a percentage, right? So it's like if it's like 80%, it's going to be more with the higher wholesale price. The sale of LCBO properties would raise substantial revenue that could be used to pay down the deficit. More importantly, it would get the land out of the provincial control and into the hands of the private sector, where the price system would ensure that it's allocated to the most efficacious use, whether that be a booze store, housing, supermarkets, or whatever. When the government has land and puts it to whatever use, that's not responsive to market forces. But when it's in the hands of the private sector, then it's going to go to where it can generate the most profit, i.e., where consumers are demanding more of whatever particular store. Uh, if we eliminated the LCBO's monopoly, then Canadians would be able to enjoy the convenience of picking up booze at the convenience store or at the grocery store. And I mean, we can go the distance and eliminate the purchasing hour requirements. Allow people to buy the booze whenever they want at whatever time they want. If they're adults, I mean, it really doesn't make sense to restrict purchasing of booze. This is like a Puritan hang up. It's 2024. People can buy booze at whatever time. They do it in Quebec, and it's not the end of the world there. And there's no reason people should have to make a separate trip to the LCBO, wasting gas, wasting time, um, when they should just be able to buy booze wherever. Eliminating the LCBO would save drinkers a ton of money and allow them to access to a much wider variety of products. When Alberta privatized their government monopoly on alcohol, the choices for consumers blossomed. You can get a lot of different types of booze. Right now, if the LCBO doesn't stock it, then you can't get it. Competition between firms would keep markups minimal, driving costs down. We could eliminate the taxes on alcohol at the same time, and make the price that much cheaper, like they do in the states, like they do in a lot of countries. You can get a 40-ounce bottle of whiskey for just a few dollars in a lot of countries because it's not taxed to hell and back. So that would save drinkers a lot of money, And in this day and age, when we've got an affordability crisis, any dollar that you can save is important. So absolutely get rid of the taxes on that. And and right now, uh, yeah, basically that's it. Privatize the LCBO. I mean, I'm in favor of privatizing pretty much everything, but definitely the LCBO. Sell, auction off the properties. Uh, yeah, it'll eliminate a lot of these ultra cushy 6-figure jobs that LCBO employees are working. But you know what? That sucks. Sucks to suck. They can get real jobs in the private sector, and let's sell it off. Let's. It's the way to go. You got to privatize it.